now, this is it. It is Arena Championship Series West crowning time. Please welcome your top two contenders, Dalton Widener in Jurassic Attack and Matt Cody in Gravedigger. Charlotte, it's time to get loud. I want to hear you say it with me. This is Monster Jam. First up is the JCB racing competition. This is a time racing competition as Athlete and Monster gets the clock and the track here this afternoon. Now the winner will receive the first 8 points of the afternoon towards the overall event championship, and the truck with the fastest time will be the winner.
Now fans, if you take a look up at our video board, you're actually going to be able to see which Monster Jam truck has been assigned to your section for today's Chick-fil-A Lucky Section giveaway. If that Monster Jam truck assigned to your section wins today's racing event, you get to go home with free Chick-fil-A. Now who's ready for JCB Racing?
Representing Section 115 for Chick-fil-A Charlotte, it's Devin Whitfield and Velociraptor. Charlotte, it's showtime! That will be a DNF. That is a did not finish for Devin Whitfield and Velociraptor. You want to talk about a tough break and getting it started here in the racing competition. Coming around that first turn, a very nice first turn, then right here around that corner, up on his side, and he almost could have had it saved if he would have throttled out just a little bit sooner, and the truck would have came back down. But that's all right. DNF for Devin Whitfield here at Velociraptor. And again, how these points shape up and match up through every driver affects Matt Cody and Gravedigger and Dalton Widener Jurassic Attack towards the series title. So that's how it's going to be affected here this afternoon with all of our Monster Jam drivers. You know, we're talking about Monster Jam World Finals that's heading to SoFi Stadium May 18, 2024. And if you check out the video board right now, we released not too long ago the track map and how the track actually is going to look. It's an awesome S-style track that we're going to be having at SoFi Stadium, and it's really cool. You can still get your tickets by going to monsterjam.com and planning the ultimate family vacation. It happens May 18th, 2024. Get your tickets now and join us, especially one of the drivers that are at the top two are going to be heading there, and we already have had other drivers clinch their series. Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger is heading to Monster Jam World Finals because he won his series, and Blake Granger and Max D also won his series championship, the International Series, so he will be heading to Monster Jam World Finals. More competitors will be announced soon, so make sure you get your tickets. Coming up next, representing Section 105, it's MJ Solorio and El Toro Loco. Representing Section 105 out of Chick-fil-A Charlotte, can MJ Solorio and El Toro Loco set a fast time? Nobody has set a time yet. So he will be the first to set a time if he crosses that finish line. MJ Solorio and El Toro Loco, we're looking to go green.
MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco with the time of 9.875 seconds.
9.875. Coming up next, representing Section 115, he also went to the University of North Carolina at Charlotte. It's Don Winder in Jurassic Attack. One of the best racers on Arena Championship Series West. Head-to-head racing, that is. Time racing is not his thing. What will he be able to do this afternoon? Let's find out.
Winder, Jurassic Attack with the time of 9.875 seconds.
Coming up next, representing Section 104 with Chick-fil-A Charlotte, it's Ashley Sanford, Megalodon.
Ashley Sanford and Megalodon with the time of 11. Looking like she hit the cone. It'll be up to our operations team to determine the final time.
The time will be an 11.792. There were no calls made by our officials. The cone stayed in place. It's an 11.792, or never mind, it's a 16.792 for Ashley Sanford in Megalodon. So there is a 5-second penalty, but we're going to continue on. Coming up next, representing Section 102, it's Matt Cody Gravedigger.
With a time of 9.917 seconds, it's Matt Cody and Gravedigger.
.917 for Matt Cody and Gravedigger.
Fans, take a look up at our leaderboard to see just how the first half of this racing competition is stacking up. Currently in 5th place, who did not finish, that was Devin Winfield in Velociraptor. Then you've got Ashley Sanford in Megalodon, followed by Matt Cody in Gravedigger. Dalton Widener, Drastic Attack with a 9.875 second time. However, tying with MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco, who got that time first. Therefore, he is in the first place spot up there with that time to beat of a 9.875 seconds.
Representing Section 106, up next, it's Bruno Trevino and Monster Mutt Rottweiler.
Trevino, Monster Mutt Rottweiler with the time of 10.5 seconds.
Time to beat still 9.875. .875 is that time to beat right now, still here in the competition. Section 105. MJ Solorio and El Toro Loco, you guys are looking really good right now. That right now, if Section 105 wins, you're going to win free Chick-fil-A sandwich, courtesy of our Chick-fil-A Charlotte partners. But we still have 2 more drivers to go on the track. Coming up next, he is representing Section 103. It's Tim Hall Jr. in Earthshaker. .583, but the time will actually be a 17.583 because of a 5-second penalty. Coming up next, the last truck to compete, representing Section 116. It's Tony Oaks in Thunderoris. Tony Oaks in Thunder Roars here with Monster Jam would love to take this victory. Sitting in the third place spot on Arena Championship Series West. An incredible showing all season long. Can he get the first 8 points of the afternoon? That time to beat 9.875. .417, which means your winner of the JCB Racing Competition is Tony Oaks in Thunder Roars. And that means section 116, you have all just won a free sandwich from Chick-fil-A Charlotte, courtesy of Tony Oaks in Thunder Roars. Talk about getting the first 8 points. He needed that victory this afternoon. He's around looking for Sarah so he can get to the camera. He's just excited. He's pumped up. Charlotte, make some noise.
Congratulations, Tony Oaks and Thunder Roars kicking things off here in Charlotte with the racing win. Tony, congratulations. Starting things off strong.
Man, it's awesome. I got a little lost right there. I got to apologize. I'm like, where do I go? But section 116 over there in my section, that's what I'm talking about right there, baby. I got my family up here, my two beautiful little girls, my wife, Brandy. I love you guys. This racing's win for you guys. My dad, he just passed away of cancer. I wanted to come out here and win this race for him. This one's for you, Dad.
Tony, that's really special, and what a moment to take home that win for your dad. So everyone, give it up for Tony Oaks and Thunder Roars one more time. And Tony, what can these fans expect from you now going into the Great Clips Two-Wheel Skills Challenge?
Man, I got a few tricks up my sleeves. You know, we're gonna see monster trucks on their back wheels, front wheels, side wheels, upside down wheels. Charlotte, hold on to your butts because it's about to get hot.
Congratulations once again to section 116. There's Chick-fil-A over there. Congratulations. You get free sandwiches thanks to Chick-fil-A Charlotte. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to take a look at the video board really quick before we continue on here at Monster Jam. We're going to see how the overall points are shaping up. And then go into the Great Clips Two-Wheel Skills Challenge, actually. We're going to take a look at the criteria here. Competitors have 2 attempts at their best moves. So you want to look for stoppies, poppers, wheelies, bicycles, and moonwalks. Now, this is the part where you, the fans, are going to be scoring at judgeszone.com. Remember, points are on the line. For drivers, it's an overall weekend here where we're crowning a champion. We need you fans to be fair. Now, we're going to go back over to section 116 because we want to get the cameras out all over the arena. It's time for a Chick-fil-A dance party. Let's see you get out of your seats and get you on the big screen. Hey, great job, Charlotte. Thanks once again to our partners at Chick-fil-A Charlotte here this weekend with Monster Jam. But we're getting ready to come back to the action.
Next up is our Great Clips two-wheel skills challenge. This is going to be your first opportunity to score as the fans. Here is how that scoring is going to work. Head over to judgeszone.com on your phone and enter today's code CLT and press submit. There's also going to be a QR code up on the big screen throughout today's event. In case you forget, it will take you straight there. Once you've entered that code and hit submit, you're going to see a BKT tire pop up in the middle of your screen. Using your finger, you're going to slide that tire up or down to the score that you think each driver deserves. You're only going to have 20 seconds to get those scores in, so keep your phones out and ready, because scoring moves quickly, and our drivers are depending on you to score them accurately and fairly. Now, Charlotte, I want to know, who's ready for the Great Clips two-wheel skills challenge?
Coming up first, it's Devin Whitfield of Velociraptor.
Getting in 2 attempts there. Make some noise for Devin Winfield in Velociraptor and get your first score in at judgeszone.com.
Devin Winfield in Velociraptor here in the Great Clips two-wheel skills challenge. A nice nose wheel on a first attempt. He was going for the nose where he gets it up and he walks it forward a little bit. Still a very nice job and a great way to get started in this competition. So make sure you get your scores locked in at judgeszone.com. And for every single competitor here on championship weekend here with Arena Series West, he's going to set that bar and set that score to beat. Now, what will that score be for Devin Winfield of Velociraptor? 4.369 for Velociraptor. We're going to shake it off. Coming up next with Tim Hall Jr. and Earthshaker.
Really shaking things up out there. Give it up for Tim Hall Jr. in Earthshaker.
Tim Hall Jr., the nice nose wheelie walking it across the track and just balancing it out in that second attempt. The nice sky wheelie in the Great Clips two-wheel skills challenge. That is a winning run here in this competition. A very nice job. And the scores are locked in, and the score is going to be an 8.802. Your new leader and new score to beat. Ashley Sanford and Megalodon is up next.
Hear it for Ashley Sanford in Megalodon and get your scores locked in.
Very nice run by Ashley Sanford and Megalodon. Again, up on the nose, balancing it. Nice two-wheel moves here in this competition. This dirt is very tricky here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Your scores are locked in, and the score is going to be a 4.492 for Ashley Sanford and Megalodon here in the Great Clips Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. We still have more trucks to go. Up next, it's Berto Trevino and Monster Mutt Rottweiler.
Begging for bones there on the second attempt. Give it up for Berto Trevino, Monster Mutt Rottweiler.
Berto Trevino with a nice popper on that second attempt. Just pops her up. That was the first attempt. Again, it's about getting that truck to balance right and hit that accelerator at the right time when it go ahead and pop it up on the nose. So here in the Great Clips Two-Wheel Skills Challenge, give it up for Berto Trevino, Monster Mutt Rottweiler. What will the score be for this driver? Scores are in, and it's going to be a 5.278 for Monster Mutt Rottweiler. We're going to continue on. Coming up next, it's Tony Oaks and Thunder RS.
me hear you roar for Tony Oaks and Thunder Roaris.
Tony Oaks and Thunder Roaris. Talk about perfectly balancing that 12,000-pound dyno on the nose, just walking it back across the track. And just think about this. You're up on the nose and you're walking up this ramp and you have to have this perfect balance going all the way up the pod. And he just did it with finesse, perfection. Your score to beat is Earthshaker with an 8.802. The score for Thunder Roaris is coming up next is MJ Solorio and El Toro Loco.
Getting that crazy bull nice and angry. Give it up for MJ Solorio, El Toro Loco.
Talk about a great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge run. That was great. The popper on the first attempt, the second attempt, that very nice nose wheelie just gets it straight up on the nose with some great momentum and then walks it back up across the pod. Hey, the smoke even coming out of the bowl at that moment as well. Your scores are locked in and we're going to see it up on the big screen. It's an 8.144 for El Toro Loco. Coming up next, it's the man sitting in second place. He went to the University of North Carolina at Charlotte. It's Dumb Winder Jurassic Attack. Let's hear it for Don Winder in Jurassic Attack. He gave you fans a little extra on that third move there. That was technically 3 moves here in the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. Get your scores locked in for Don Winder. He'll love to head to Monster Jam World Finals. Your score to beat is Thunder Roars with a 9.496. The score for Jurassic Attack is 8.935. That'll put him in second place. Coming up next, it's Matt Cody in Gravedigger. Let's give it up for Matt Cody, Gravedigger. Two great moves in the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. Score to beat is Thunder Roars with a 9.496. The score for Gravedigger is your winner is Matt Cody, Gravedigger.
Congratulations to Matt Cody and Gravedigger clenching today's Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge win. Matt getting one step closer to that series championship title.
Hey, man, that's what we're going for. Every time we come out here, man, I'm just pulling out all kinds of tricks I got in my hat. Man, this dirt is working perfect. Like I said, good to be back on the East Coast. It hooks up. We're able to walk the stoppies, moonwalk it back. Heck, even get a little save there. What you guys think, Charlotte? Let me hear you.
Sounds like Charlotte liked what they saw, Matt, but what can they expect from you in the upcoming donut competition?
Hey, like I said, the dirt's working perfect. It's a little slick at times, and it's tacking when we need it, but it's going to be slick for donuts. We're going to come out here. We're going to spin that thing as fast as we can. Keep them BKT tires spinning until they shut me off if I got to. But first, man, my friends back there on them crazy two-wheel dirt bikes about to come out here and give you guys some high-flying action. So who wants to see some FMX? Let me hear you.
Oh, Charlotte, we got to try that again. No. I said, are you ready for more Monster Jam? It's time for the high fly thrills of freestyle motocross. The louder you cheer, the higher they're going to fly, and the more tricks you're going to see. So you got to make some noise.
Charlotte, let me hear you keep making some noise as we get ready to meet our riders. The louder you cheer, the higher they fly. Coming up first, Charlotte, I can't hear you down here. We got to make some noise if we want to meet these riders. Coming up first from Stafford, Virginia, give it up for Zach DiPaolo. Next up from Norfolk, Massachusetts, it's Nick Desmond. From Baltimore, Maryland, it's Ryan Logan. And last but not least, it's Josh Hedford. Charlotte, let me hear you make some noise every time one of these crazy US FMX riders jumps this ramp. Next up is our FMX Best Trick competition. Each of these riders behind me is going to have one attempt to throw down their very best trick while flying from one side of the arena to the other. Now, when the riders land on this side of the ramp, you're going to have 20 seconds to get your scores in for each of them at judgeszone.com, just like you were doing for our Monster Jam trucks in the Great Clips Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. Okay, Charlotte, who's ready for the FMX Best Trick competition?
Zach DiPaolo will be up first here in the competition from Stafford, Virginia. From Stafford, Virginia is a two-time American Ninja Warrior. He's going to start us off.
Scoring is open for Zach DiPaolo. Get those first scores in at judgeszone.com and catch a replay up on these big screens of Zach's first trick, kicking things off here in the FMX Best Trick competition. Like Matt said, this man has been a two-time American Ninja Warrior, so he is just out there with a need for speed, a need for adrenaline.
Scores are locked in. We're going to take a look at the video. We're going to see what you fans thought. It's a 7.278 for Zach DiPaolo here in the best trick competition, but we're just getting started. Coming up next, it's Nick Desmond. Nick Desmond is up next from Norfolk, Massachusetts. Nick Desmond's been competing with Monster Jam for about 3 years.
Scoring is open for Nick Desmond with a heart as his best trick. Getting that body fully above himself, almost in a handstand-like move there. Catch that replay on the Super Glue replay on our big screen and get their scores locked in for Nick Desmond. This man's been riding for 18 years, competing with Monster Jam for 3. We're excited to have him here on Arena Series West this weekend.
Your score to beat is Zach DiPaolo with a 7.278. The score for Nick Desmond is... Your new leader and new score to beat is Nick Desmond. 2 down and 2 to go. Coming up next, it's Ryan Logan. He's been riding for over 20 years with Monster Jam. Just think about that. 20 years with Monster Jam.
Ryan Logan with a backflip as his best trick. Scoring is open for Ryan's backflip. Catch a replay of that. Pretty sick backflip on this Super Glue replay. Big screen up there right now. Getting a full 360 maneuver. Landing that bike perfectly on the other side of that ramp. Get those scores locked in. This man, like Matt said, has been riding for 20 years with Monster Jam. And we're so excited to have him here this weekend in Charlotte.
Your score to beat is Nick Desmond with a 7.318. The score for Ryan Logan is... But we're not done yet. Josh Hedford is still left to compete here with Monster Jam this afternoon. He's competed with Nitro Circus, and he's been riding freestyle motocross for over 16 years. Let's see what he's got.
Scoring is open for Josh Hedford out here representing his home state of North Carolina with a backflip with a little extra flair there, getting those legs kicked out to both sides of the bike, showing you guys just what he can do on that FMX bike. Get your last score of our best trick competition locked in at judgeszone.com. It's up to you guys now. Who was the best trick of today's event?
Ryan Logan is your score to beat with a 9.333. The score for Josh Hedford is... Your winner with a 9.836 is Josh Hedford.
Congratulations to Josh Hedford winning today's FMX Best Trick competition. We're going to bring him up here for an interview, but first, Charlotte, I got to know, who wants to see some more freestyle motocross? We're going to bring these riders back out for what we like to call the grand finale of FMX, and that's where you're going to see the Monster Jam train, where all 4 riders are going to jump this ramp back to back to back to back, but only if you make some noise. So Charlotte, let me hear ya. All right, Charlotte, remember, the louder you cheer, the higher they fly. Give it up for the Monster Jam train. Spectrum Center, what do we say? Who wants to see that Monster Jam train again? Now put your hands together if you want to see that Monster Jam train one more time. Charlotte, let's give it up one last time for our US FMX riders. Standing by with today's FMX Best Trick Competition winner, Josh Hetford. Congratulations, Josh. Everyone make some noise for our Best Trick Competition winner. Josh, you were able to pull off quite the backflip there, adding a little extra flair. What was that move called, and how do you train for something like that?
That was a Superman indie flip. It's basically a Superman, but you're upside down doing it, and it's a pretty fun trick. So I've been doing that for a long time, and I love to do it here in Charlotte. You know, are you guys having fun?
Now, Josh, you're from here in North Carolina, representing your great state, winning today's competition. Any advice for any young North Carolina fans who'd want to get into something like FMX?
Well, definitely wear a helmet. Safety first. That's like the most important thing. Work out a lot. Do some hot yoga. Make sure your parents are okay with it. And, you know, do what you love.
Chasing dreams out here and helping young fans chase their dreams as well. Now, Josh, you've been riding with the Monster Jam family for quite a few years. Tell these fans, what has it been like being a part of something like the Monster Jam family?
Well, man, ever since I was actually a little kid, probably, you know, same age as a lot of you kids here, I saw Gravedigger and Max D and some guys jumping, and I always wanted to do it. So I ended up here about probably 14, 15 years ago and been around ever since.
Well, we're excited to have you here as part of our Monster Jam family on Arena Series West this weekend. Give it up one more time for Josh Hetford, the winner of today's FMX Best Trick Competition. Next up is the Monster Jam Donut Competition. Each of our Monster Jam truck drivers is going to have one attempt to throw down their very best donuts out there on the track. Now, you, the fans, are going to be looking for a few pieces of criteria. You're going to be looking for speed, control, creativity, and number of revolutions when it comes to scoring these drivers. Now, Charlotte, now I got to know, who's ready for Monster Jam Donuts?
Coming up first, it's Ashley Sanford, Megalodon.
Scoring is open for Ashley Sanford and Megalodon, kicking things off in the donut competition.
Ashley Sanford and Megalodon, that is an attempt here in the competition here at Monster Jam Donuts. And again, when you're trying to go for that revolution and you get cut up on your side, this is a very tricky track here in Charlotte. Every single time we come here, it's almost like a clay-like consistency here in the competition. So these drivers, when they get those rotations going, they really got to hammer on the throttle so they get those rotations happening. Scores are locked in. We'll check it out on the video board. It's a 3.802 for Ashley Sanford in Megalodon.
Hey, Monster Jam fans, I am up here in the stands with Anderson, who's 12 years old, and he's up for a fun, friendly competition out here. Anderson, we're going to see how many animals you can name in 15 seconds. And then you're going to go up against one of our Monster Jam truck drivers that's going to see how many animals he can name in 15 seconds and see who comes out on top. We like to call this game head-to-head. So let's give it up for Anderson. Make some noise for Anderson. All right, Anderson, you ready?
Yes.
All right. We got that timer up there on the clock. DJ Pat, ready in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, cat, dog, tiger, lion, megalodon, whale, dolphin, horse, cow, chicken, pig, goat, sheep.
We got 11 up there for Anderson. Make some noise for Anderson. Now we're going to see how many our Monster Jam truck driver could name in the same amount of time. Give it up for Anderson. He got one more, and he gets to go home with 4 tickets to the Super Motocross World Championship Finals at the Z-Max Dragway, coming out here to Charlotte in September. Congratulations, Anderson.
Monster Jam fans, it's Ashley Sanford here, and it is time to play some Monster Jam trivia. How much does the Monster Jam truck weigh? Is it A, 1,000 pounds, B, 5,000 pounds, C, 12,000 pounds, D, 30,000 pounds? If you know the answer, let me hear it. If you guess C, you're correct. Monster Jam trucks weigh 12,000 pounds.
Here at Monster Jam, make sure you check out the official Monster Jam merchandise stands for all that great gear. You know, we have so much fun on the concourse, including the 2024 Monster Jam Souvenir Yearbook. Again, there's the overall standings right now. Tony Oaks at Thunder Roars has 15 points. Matt Cody and Great Digger with 12. MJ Solorio, Toro Loco with 11. And then Don Weiner, Jurassic Attack with 10. Now, it is still anybody's game with this overall. And again, it is championship weekend here at Monster Jam. Only one can go to Monster Jam World Finals 23. That's happening at SoFi Stadium, May 18th, 2024. We're going to continue on. Coming up next, it's Britta Trevino and Monster Rottweiler.
Making that dog really chase his tail. Make some noise. Berto Trevino, Monster Mutt Rottweiler.
Really getting some great revolutions. Berto Trevino and Monster Mutt Rottweiler. Some nice Monster Jam donuts here in this competition. Now, what will the score be? Will it be a high score? Will it reflect it? We're going to find out from you, the fans. Here's your scores are in. We're going to go straight to the video board. 8.569, your new leader and new score to beat. Coming up next is Devin Whitfield, Velociraptor. It looks like Devin Whitfield Velociraptor's having some problems on his Monster Jam truck. And it looks like there is no attempt, so he will not be competing here in the donut competition, so there will be no score for Devin Whitfield and the Velociraptor. So we're going to continue straight on with Tony Oaks and Thunderoris.
Digging that dyno down deep to the floor. Make some noise for Tony Oaks and Thunderoris.
Very nice Monster Jam Revolutions by Tony Oak and Thunderoris here in a donut competition. Make sure you get your scores locked in at judgeszone.com. Is it enough? Did you think that was the best you've seen? You let us know. Your scores are in. Your score to beat is Monster Mutt Rottweiler with an 8.569. The score for Thunderoris is there's your new leader, a new score to beat. Let's shake things up with Tim Hall Jr. and Earthshaker.
Shaking things up out there. Make some noise for Tim Hall Jr. in Earthshaker.
This side of this track is really giving our driver problems here. It's driver versus track out here on the Monster Jam course. And again, Tim Hall Jr. Earthshaker doing the best he can with those conditions. Tough break for Tim Hall Jr. and Earthshaker, but he did make an attempt, so make sure you're getting your scores locked in at judgeszone.com for Tim Hall. What will the score be? We're going to find out. Your scores are in. 5.727 will be the score for Earthshaker here in the donut competition. Matt Cody and Gravedigger is next. It's not number 3. It was number 2.
Monster Jam fans, the time has come to get our freestyle competition started. We ask that you help us out by getting out your phones, turning on your flashlights, and following my lead. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Keep it going, Charlotte, and stay on the beat. We've reached the pinnacle of today's event. This is Monster Jam Freestyle. Scoring is open for Berto Trevino, Monster Mutt Rottweiler.
Was a nice run, a nice way to start Monster Jam Freestyle. Berto Trevino and Monster Mutt Rottweiler. So get your scores locked in at judgeszone.com. Now your scores are in, and let's check it out on the video board and see what it is. It's a 6.207 for Berto Trevino and Monster Mutt Rottweiler. That will be your score to beat.
Fans, let's take a look up at our leaderboards now to see our current Arena Series West points standings. Currently in 8th place, we've got Devin Winfield, Velociraptor. 7th place, we've got Tim Hall Jr. in Earthshaker. 6th place, that's Berto Trevino, Monster Mutt Rottweiler. You just saw him out there on the track. 5th place currently, that's Ashley Sanford in Megalodon. 4th place is MG Slorio, El Toro Loco. 3rd place is Tony Oaks in Thunder Roarus. 2nd place, so close to the top, that's Dalton Widener in Jurassic Attack, and still holding on strong to that 1st place spot here on Arena Series West. It's Matt Cody in Gravedigger with those points of 1,330.
And again, in Arena Championship Series weekend, who will come out on top to Monster Jam World Finals at SoFi Stadium, May 18th, 2024. It could be anybody coming out as the overall series champion. Those top two, Gravedigger, Matt Cody, or Dalton Widener, Jurassic Attack. Now, what we want to show you is actually something really cool. This is how it is with Monster Jam before we get to an arena and what it's like setting up our live events. And it's pretty amazing because we're bringing the dirt in, and as the dirt is getting loaded in and getting dropped off, we already start building the track. There's no waiting for it. And then the cool thing is everything else that's happening too. Our lighting team's coming in, our sound team, our video team. They're all coming in here and working on everything simultaneously in the arena. The crew is setting up the red and the gray plastic, and that all happens at the same exact time. It is pretty incredible how fast these teams work, and they can have a Monster Jam track built like this in about 12 hours. Like this track you see here, it takes about 12 hours for them to build. And again, each and every single week, our dirt crew, our AV team, everybody does a great job. But we're going to continue on with more freestyle. Coming up next, it's Ashley Sanford in Megalodon. Charlotte, North Carolina. It looks like she's setting up for it. It's Morgan and Morgan backflip time.
Freestyle run from Ashley Sanford in Megalodon. Keep making some noise.
Ashley Sanford in Megalodon. And guess what? That was your Chick-fil-A Charlotte move of the night. Scan that QR code up on the video board to get yourself that free Chick-fil-A sandwich. Look at this backflip. Morgan to Morgan backflip all the way around. The body's coming off. All the way around. And then the nose wheelie to cap it off at the end of the run. Your scores are in. Let's see the score. If this young lady does not win Rising Star at Monster Jam World Finals, that is a rising star here and now in Monster Jam. Your new leader and new score to beat. Let's continue on. Coming up next, it's Tim Hall Jr. and Earthshaker. Clock is paused for Tim Hall Jr. and Earthshaker. Looks like the truck shut down on him. We'll see if he can refire and continue on here in the freestyle competition. Again, having a nice run so far here in freestyle. Tim Hall Jr. in Earthshaker. You can see he's trying to get that truck to refire. He's having problems getting power. You can see it directly inside the Monster Jam truck. That's going to complete his run. He's unstrapping in his truck. So get your scores locked in at judgeszone.com for Tim Hall Jr. in Earthshaker. Tough break for Tim Hall Jr., but make some noise. Let him hear you. He does not like to break like that. Doing his absolute best that he could. The scores are in, and we're going to take it straight to the video board. It's a 5.308 for Tim Hall Jr. in Earthshaker.
Monster Jam fans, I am back up here in the stands with Adelie, who is 15 years old, and she is going to give it her best shot at going head-to-head with a Monster Jam truck driver to see how many colors she can name in 15 seconds. So we're going to get that 15 seconds up there on the big screen. Adelie, if you're ready, say yes.
Yes.
All right. DJ Pat, we got that 15 seconds up. In 3, 2, 1, go!
Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, black, white, gold, silver. Gray. Colors have periwinkle.
She got periwinkle in there. There we go. 13. Give it up for Adelie getting 13 colors up there on the board. Now we're going to toss it to a Monster Jam truck driver and see how many they could get.
Red, blue, orange, purple, green, yellow, white, black, cyan, I don't know if that's colored, maroon, black, I'm blanking on this. What is it?
Hey, he only got 10 and Adelie got 13. So give it up for Adelie one more time. She's going home with a Megalodon Truckin' Pals plushie. And hey, it's Megalodon, who we all just saw give one of the best freestyle runs of the day. Give it up for Adelie one more time.
Charlotte, North Carolina. Who's ready for the black and green wrecking machine? Could this man clinch the series championship? It's time for Matt Cody in Gravedigger.
Cody in Gravedigger absolutely bringing the heat in that freestyle run. Make some noise and get those scores locked in.
Freestyle of the Year nominee right there for Matt Cody at Gravedigger. And that truck was not running at 100%, and he gave you fans a Gravedigger freestyle run the best he can. Matt Cody at Gravedigger, make some noise. Score to beat is Megalodon with a 9.822. The score for Gravedigger is... It's a good score. It'll currently put him in second place. El Toro Loco is up next. That's going to complete his run. Give it up for MJ Solorio and El Toro Loco. Get your scores locked in. Unfortunately, parts of the Monster Jam truck broke, so he's not able to continue in his run here in the freestyle competition. That is a tough break for MJ Solorio and El Toro Loco. But make some noise, Charlotte. Let him hear you make some noise. Scores are locked in. It's a 6.761 for El Toro Loco. Dalton Widener, Jurassic Attack is up next. .29 seconds on the clock. We're going to see if he can refire. Scoring is open for Dalton Widener and Jurassic Attack. Make some noise, Charlie. He came out and really put it on the line for you fans. Like, you want to talk about some serious elevation. Scores are locked. And it's an 8.069 for Dalton Widener and Jurassic Attack in the freestyle competition.
All right, fans, I am back up here in the stands with a very brave Monster Jam fan. Tell us your name and how old you are.
I'm Trip, and I'm 11 years old.
Trip, and he's 11 years old, and he is brave enough to do some karaoke. He's going to finish the lyric. But, Charlotte, if you know this song, I want you to help Trip and sing along with him, and then when the lyrics disappear off the board, it's going to be up to you to get that last lyric up there. You ready, Trip? Give me a fist bump. All right. DJ Pat, let's get those words up, and let's get that DJ track spinning.
Hair was holding, ripped jeans, skin was showing, hot night, wind is blowing. Where you think you're going, baby? Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe.
Yeah, Trip, that was the right words. Give it up for Trip, everyone, and you are going home with a special prize. You're going home with a Gravedigger hat. Looks like you're a Gravedigger fan, so that's perfect. Everyone give it up for Trip being courageous out here singing karaoke with us. Give it up for Trip one more time.
Freestyle continues with Tony Oaks and Thunder Roaris.
Let's make some noise for Tony Oaks in Thunder Roars and get your scores locked in.
Tony Oaks in Thunder Roars with a great freestyle run, had nose wheelies, great momentum, some nice air. All around, a very nice job here in the competition. So make sure you're getting your scores locked in at judgeszone.com for Tony Oaks in Thunder Roars. Your scores are locked. What will the score be? 7.551 for Tony Oaks in Thunder Roars, which means your winner, a Monster Jam Freestyle, is Ashley Sanford in Megalodon. Now, that's 8 points towards the overall event championship. Is that enough? Let's take a look. 5 in freestyle, 7 in donuts, 7 in two-wheel skills, 8 in JCB racing, a total of 27 points. Your overall event champion here this afternoon is Tony Oaks in Thunder Roars. Tony Oaks in Thunder Roars, your overall event champion.
Congratulations, Tony Oaks, Thunder Roars. Today's overall event champion trophy belongs to you, sir. Well deserved, and what an honor to take it home for all of the family and your dad for last night. Tony, congratulations.
Man, this is awesome. Come out here, Charlotte, event number 1. You know what? This battle this weekend is between Gravedigger and Jurassic Attack. And you know what we just did? We threw a wrench in their plans, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
That is what I'm talking about. We like to say here at Monster Jam, expect the unexpected. And Tony, you did just that. You got these fans up out of their seats. Would you like to bring in your team here as well?
Yeah, man, I'll tell you what, I got in that Thunder Roars truck this weekend. I came out of Dragon last weekend filling in for my buddy down in Huntsville, Alabama. I got back into Thunder Roars, and it really, I always appreciate these guys, but then it really, really, really made me appreciate these guys even more, because tonight, that was the best feeling, dialed in truck I have ever driven. Thank you to my crew chief, Adam, my third guy over here, these guys keeping this thing right and tight. Man, thank you, Charlotte. Let me hear you roar.
Congratulations one more time to Tony Oaks and Thunder Roars, but a huge congratulations as well to Ashley Sanford and Megalodon in what might have been one of the best freestyle runs of the season. Congratulations, Ashley. Talk about a backflip.
Oh my gosh, you guys, I am on cloud 9 million right now. That was such a fun run for me. And you know what, Charlotte, when I came out those other few events, I wasn't showing up the way I was wanting to. So when I went out for freestyle right now, I was like, we're throwing down. And I owe it, come on over here, Tyler, my crew chief over here. He's been giving me the best meg I could ask for. We have been having so much fun together. And without him, I couldn't have pulled off a crazy run like that. So Charlotte, I gotta give it to you guys. Thank you for giving me the shark love, because we just did that because of you. So thank you for coming out, and we'll see you next time.
Congratulations to our overall event champion, Tony Oaks and Thunder Roars, and our freestyle winner, Ashley Sanford in Megalodon. Make sure you stop by the official Monster Jam merchandise stands for all your great gear on the way out. We still haven't crowned a series champion yet. Could it happen tonight? We're going to find out. On behalf of Phil Entertainment and Monster Jam, we hope you fans had a great time. Thanks to Sarah Plants. My name is Matt Isbell. But before I let you go, Charlotte, I just have one more thing to say. And that was Monster Jam. We'll see you next time.